just like that, we're back.
We never finish stuff.
It's so hard. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
We're Ashton and Raoul, and a few months ago we bought a shuttle bus that we are converting into our home. We have already faced more than a few obstacles.
I forgot to film.
Not exactly how we thought the day would end. Oh no, it's not gonna fit. But none of them could stop us.
Okay, we have some updates for you after Shambhala. We decided to move to Vancouver, so we're on the way there. We don't know where we're gonna stop, where we're gonna sleep or anything, but now we're stopped in Princeton. We haven't filmed in a few days. It was quite hard, this journey. But I don't know what to say. Let's see how that's gonna go, how this transition from Calgary to Vancouver. And I think we're only 3 hours away from there. So we'll see you there. We got a nice park up that we found for the night. It's in the gas station in Princeton. We had breakfast right here. Overseeing the little river. Very pretty one. This is one of the perks of bus life. You wake up by the river in a random gas station. And just as I turn the camera off, look what just crosses our path. A deer. Hello friend. Just passing by. Mind your own business. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Oh, that was unexpected. Life. Let's see what's out there for us. This journey was full of ups and downs for us. To understand a little bit more about our story, we met back in Vancouver during the pandemic. We were both very close to have our visa expired in Canada, and it felt like we were being pushed away from the place that we wanted to be. At the end of 2021, we went back to England, got married, and spent 6 months there trying to sort out our permanent residency, which would allow us to go back to Canada. Our goal since our third date was to buy and convert a vehicle to travel in style. To make this happen, we had to save a lot of money. So we decided from England, instead of going back to Vancouver, we moved to Calgary. We spent a year and a half in Calgary. We met some amazing people who supported us on our crazy adventure. And then it was time to say goodbye. So this is a little bit of how we felt while we drove from Calgary to Vancouver. Sadness to saying goodbye to friends, and happiness to be back in a place that we left too soon. And just like that, we're back. Back in Vancouver.
Woohoo!
Yay! And despite our ups and downs, we still had a bus to renovate.
Hello, Peeps! What?
Very professional.
We're back! This is the first day of renovations in a very long time. We've been doing some stuff.
What have we been doing? Tell me
Well,
a story. What happened?
We've done this road trip across to Vancouver. It was a little harder than anticipated. There was a few kinks along the road to try and figure out how to live in Vancouver in a bus this size. Now I've given ourselves a few days to get used to stuff. We can slide back into renovating this bus, and we're going to start with the ceiling, because we never finished it. Just like every bloody project we do, we never finish stuff. So let's try and finish that. We'll see how that goes.
Let's do it! I think someone's not used to working anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to get back into it, you know. I think this is how we did it. It's been a while. And of course, open toe shoes are the best thing to wear when dealing with sharp tools. Safety first, kids! Okay, let's go.
I didn't film.
We're dying from this heat, aren't we?
Life can't be free. Yeah, we're really dying. Hallucinating, going crazy. It's so hard to
Just take a nap.
No, babe, we need to finish this. We didn't even put the first one in.
nap. And now I'm eating snacks. And then we'll get back to work, I promise.
Snaps and naps. Snaps and naps. Snaps and snaps naps. Snaps and naps. Snacks and naps. Snap snacks.
Yum, yum,
Almost done. One more. And surprisingly enough, without measuring, no, we did measure. Very symmetrical.
There's 5 on one side, 5 planks on the other, which is amazing. It's like we planned it that way.
Closing time. On my fashion style and socks and crocs.
Yeah.
Socks and crocs. You at a register, if I don't do it, nobody else will.
Hey! I sweep all the time.
You.
Yeah, me.
I don't even know what this tool I'm using is called.
It's a broomski.
Hello peeps! I'm here under the bed in a very confined space. My back kinda hurts, but we need to get this electrical done. I should have done this before I put everything in, but how about life? Life of a non-planning couple converting a shuttle bus.
So, what have we done so far? So we can catch them up to speed.
Alright, last thing that we did was just to put the solar panels cable, the positive and negative, from the roof down to the bus. Now I just drill a hole in here and pull the cables in. I'm just stripping them now. You probably can't see because I taped it, but our 12 volt distributor is in here and our inverter is in here. I'm still gonna attach our breaker in here and then our battery controller over there. It'll take a while, might not be something interesting, but I don't know, we'll see.
What are you clamping?
I'm crimping the solar connector onto the cable, into the cable. We do not do.
It looks difficult.
You just gotta make sure it's in place.
I see.
Now we just put this cable in.
Oh, so this is the same thing you did up the top there, with just outside the bus.
Yeah, and then you hear the click, should be good. Then you close it.
You hear a click?
Yeah, there's some sort of click going on.
So what are these connectors called?
MC4.
MC4?
Yeah, that's MC4 connectors. They're used to connect solar stuff, I think. Positive's done.
Yay!
Positive will go inside this little breaker here.
Get closer.
Yeah, positive will go inside the breaker right there, and this will act like a switch. Oh, yeah, breaker, yeah. To turn on and off the power that's going through our system.
Nice.
Sorry, camera, I was not talking to you. Alright, to put the MC4 connectors together and to tie them, it's easier when you got this little hand tool here, which you attach from here and just twist them, and it helps you to tie them up or loosen them up as you go. It's very hard to do it by hand, and I got these two together with when we bought the switch. So pretty cool and useful.
Very useful.
Yeah. Alright, so both of them are done now. Now I need to attach this bad boy in there. Whew, it's very hot.
Yeah.
My back hurt.
I'm gonna go back to fanning you. When you have no AC, you use a fan.
Thank you.
Okay, got the shot. I can stop now. I'm joking. I do. Continue.
Before plugging everything in, I'm just gonna check if the solar panels is generating power, and I'll check down here after I connect everything else if the power is just coming as it's supposed to.
So up you go.
I go.
Still using the same method as before. You're so good at that now. Oh.
Can I get the multimeter?
Yeah.
Thank you. We're now back in the same position, but it is later in the day, and we had to stop because Ashton had a few interviews to go, and we stopped to go to them. But now we're back. The good news is we have power after the switch. I connected everything, and that's awesome. So now on to the next part, which is assembling charger controller, which regulates the voltage from the solar panels down to 12 volt.
And in the meantime, I'm making a Nutella and banana wrap.
Yeah, that's the most important part. Alright, this is the charger controller we're gonna use.
It matches all our inverters. Is that on purpose?
Yeah, they're all from the same company, you know, Victron. They're not paying us, but they should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
pretty
do.
good.
Well, we haven't used them yet, so pretty good up until the point where
Pretty
we're using
good
them.
up to now, yeah.
Yeah, very pretty packaging. Like it.
Alright.
So what does the charger controller go to?
It takes the voltage from the solar panels, which varies a lot from, like, I don't know, depending like how the sun is shining, and then it converts it down to 12 volts or 15 or whatever the batteries need to receive charge. So it kind of like gets it and puts it in, like, beats it up in shape. It's like, ah, you, a bad boy.
Nice. Nutella wraps have been had.
This will go here. After a few wraps, try to, you know, do this thing.
I would recommend to anyone that was going to do this, maybe do this and then put the piece of wood in, unlike how we've done it.
Yeah. So we're just putting the MC connectors on this positive and negative wire that's gonna come out of the switch.
What type of wire is that?
10 AWG wires.
So they
stranded
get
wires.
positive and negative coming out of the switch. And where does it go?
It goes to the charger controller.
Charger controller. So you're making like a little tunnel system for all the electricity.
I guess that's how we're calling it. Tunnel system.
You didn't show them.
This aluminium or I know metal bit comes and then attaches to the copper wire. Then you gotta have your crimping tool ready and crimp them together so they don't come loose.
Nice. Where do you get these little aluminium?
They come inside these connectors because they belong to the connector itself. So then now you gotta put the casing to like make it like waterproof and all the yada yada.
Okay, so the casing
And then
goes on.
this to the other casing. You're gonna hear it click and then it's in, and now you just tighten up. You can tighten up by hand, but it's a lot harder to have this too. It's much easier. There we go. So there we go. We got two MC4 connectors that connects from the relay to the charger controller.
What is that?
This is the Lug's cousin. I forgot the name of this bloody thing. That's another type of crimp. Like, this is the crimping tool, and then
Raul has just explained to me that this is the name. Raul.
Faru. I don't know. English terms, man.
Great with your little headlight.
I'm gonna have to like do the other side of this wire because I cut it. It's just a very small area that's gonna go from the solar isolator to the charger controller, and then I'm gonna add one of the rules in here to make a good connection, hopefully. Here's the wire, you put the rule in, and then on this metal bit you just put inside the crimping thing and
Rain as if you're having a really bad poop.
there you go.
Not so bad. Easier than labour.
Alright, now we're just gonna put these two and plug them in, and Bob should be your uncle. First two cables. That's it, folks. See you some other day.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Subscribe to join the silliness and don't forget to hit that like button. Unless you didn't like it, in which case you can hit it anyway.